I wanted to ask too, John, for the statue collectors out there. I know it's not all in art tonight. There's a little bit of Queen Studios in there. So Queen Studios, I know you guys take feedback, you do surveys, you do polls, things like that, asking people what kind of statues they want made. So what characters, though, are you guys looking to create into statues, either whether it be half scale, bust, third scale, quarter scale? What's coming down the pipeline for Queen Studios? Because I know people are really looking forward to your statues as well.
Yeah, so the thing is with the statue and busts right now is that the industry is slowing down a little bit. So if we look, I think 2020 seemed to be the peak of the industry, like for a while. So that's when the pandemic hit. A lot of people are home, they can't travel. Stimulus checks are coming through.
Yep.
And people were pre-ordering. And I think all the companies got a little bit overzealous and we started making a lot more. And this last year, the economies globally, there's so much uncertainty right now. Like there's 2 banks in America that have just, who knows what's going on with there. We don't know what effect that's going to have on the global economy, but there's inflation, all these issues. So we've got to take that into consideration. So we've really been looking at our line lists with Marvel, with Warner, DC, and we're trying to trim it down a little bit again and go back to our roots. What are we the best at? So it's going to be more busts and more silicone, because that's who we are. That's how we started. And I think half scale, I think there's a question in here about half scale. That scale hasn't done as well because it's very big. It takes up a lot of room. So I think we might be looking to scale down a little bit. And that's the main plans for this year. In terms of what statues, I think there's a question about Terminator as well. So we do have the Terminator bust, the 2.0, that is coming out in hopefully by San Diego Comic-Con, and that should have a robotic, some parts robotic. I'm not sure which yet. I think they want to have the shotgun over the shoulder with a robotic arm so that the gun can lift up and over, but we're not sure if that'll pass, so we're working on that.
Dude,
so
John, that's exciting.
Things. Yeah. So a lot of exciting things, but we probably won't have as many releases, but we're focusing on quality again.
Okay. So it sounds like you said you guys are going to stick to what you're really good at with the bust, silicone bust, and you know, the statues, maybe they're silicone, but the half scales, like you said, don't do as well. So maybe would quarter scale be a possibility for you guys, what you've done with Loki and eventually Scarlet Witch and stuff like that?
Yeah, we're looking into that. I know I've got to speak with Chasen as well, because he's a big half scale collector and he keeps messaging me. So recently I've been told about the changes. So maybe he's not happy about the half scale. We do have one half scale coming, which is the Hulk Buster. And the half scale Hulk Buster, that will be 1-to-1 size in terms of height, but it'll have a big base. So that one's going to be pretty awesome. But other than that, it's going to be smaller stuff and some busts. So we're also looking at some more bust license in the US.
Okay. So the half scale Loki's probably not happening then, it sounds like.
It's something we'll look at later down the line, but this year we want to scale down a little bit.
Gotcha.
But I know that the Loki and Doctor Strange, a lot of people ask that in half scale. But right now it's not in our original plans, but we've got the scale approved, so there's no reason why we can't do it a little bit later down the line. But we want to scale down a little bit this year.